Welcome back everyone to my Dawnguard Necromancer playthrough. It's been a little while since I've played any Dawnguard. We're working on the main quest. Not to confuse anyone who's watching the other Necromancer series, that all that takes place before I even got to the Dawnguard DLC. So basically it's the same character, it's just this character in my Dawnguard playthrough is much further ahead.
Who's there?
Oh. We got enemies. I haven't played Dawnguard in a good amount of time, so I'm reacquainting myself with all the controls. Okay. Actually, can't really remember the story plot. I think we're trying to find her mother. Something about the Elder Scroll. It's pretty cool looking. Can't go past here.
Mother! Serana? Is it really you? I can't believe it. How do we get inside?
Aw, mother-daughter.
Serana, what are you doing here? Where's your father?
He doesn't know we're here. I don't have time to explain.
I must have failed. Harkon's found a way to decipher the prophecy, hasn't he?
No, you've got it all wrong. We're here to complete the prophecy our way, not yours.
You brought a stranger here? Have you lost your mind? You, come forward. I would speak with you. So how has it come to pass that a vampire of mixed blood is in the company of my daughter?
That's an excellent question. It's a long story. I don't really feel like on elaborating, so.
Safe? You call bringing her here safe? Has she explained nothing to you? Serana has sacrificed everything to prevent Harkon from completing the prophecy. I would have expected her to explain that to you. You think I'd have the audacity to place my own daughter in that tomb for the protection of her Elder Scroll alone? The scrolls are merely a means to an end. The key to the tyranny of the sun.
No way.
Serana herself. When I fled Castle Volkahar, I fled with 2 Elder Scrolls. The scroll I presume you found with Serana speaks of Ariel and his arcane weapon, Ariel's bow.
That is correct.
The second scroll declares that the blood of Cold Harbor's daughter will blind the eye of the dragon. Like myself, Serana was a human once. We were devout followers of Lord Molig Bal. Tradition dictates the females be offered to Molig Bal on his summoning day. Few survive the ordeal. Those that do emerge as a pure-blooded vampire. We call such confluences the Daughters of Cold Harbor. Now you're beginning to see why I wanted to protect Serana, and why I've kept the other Elder Scroll as far from her as possible. If Harkon obtained Ariel's bow, and Serana's blood was used to taint the weapon, the tyranny of the sun would be complete. In his eyes, she'd be dying for the good of all vampires.
His own daughter.
And how exactly do you plan on completing the prophecy without the death of my daughter? If you believe that, then you're a bigger fool than I originally suspected. Don't you think I weighed that option
Aren't
before
you
I enacted
Debbie
my plans?
Downer?
You care nothing for Serana, or our plight. You see the tyranny of the sun as your chance at deification. And like Harkon, you won't hesitate to destroy anything that stands in your path. Serana, a stranger, may call himself a vampire, but he knows nothing of our struggle. Why should I entrust you with him?
This stranger has done more for me in the brief time I've known him than you've done
Speak
in
it.
centuries.
Preach that.
Dare you? I gave up everything I cared about to protect you from that fanatic you call a father.
Yes, he's a fanatic. He's changed. He's still my father. Why can't you understand how that makes me feel?
If you only open your eyes, the moment your father discovers your role in the prophecy, that he needs your blood, you'll be in terrible danger.
So to protect me, you decided to shut me away from everything I cared about. You never asked me if hiding me in that tomb was the best course of action. You just expected me to follow you blindly. Both of you were obsessed with your own paths. Your motivations might have been different, but you're still just a part. I want us to be a family again. But I don't know if we can ever have that.
What's up, girl?
Deserve that kind of happiness. Maybe it's a
Look at that
promise,
booty.
but we have to stop him before he goes too far. And to do that, we need the Elder Scroll.
I'm sorry, sir. I didn't mean it. I didn't see. I've allowed my hatred of your father to estrange us from each other.
Whoa.
If you want the Elder Scroll, it's yours. Your intentions are still somewhat unclear to me. For Serana's sake, I'll assist you in any way that I can. Yes, I've kept it safely secured here for the Censar's opposite. Fortunately, you're in a position to breach the barrier that surrounds these ruins. You need to locate the tallest of the rocky spires that surround these ruins. At their bases, the barrier's energy is being drawn from unfortunate souls that have been exiled. Destroy the keepers that are tending them, and it should bring the barrier down.
Simple enough.
One more word of warning.
There's always a dragon involved.
Be
Always.
wary. The Ideal Masters have charged him with overseeing the keepers, and will undoubtedly intervene if you're perceived as a threat. As you've been traveling in the Soul Cairn, your body has become attuned to
Is she crouching too?
Let's just say a tiny part of you rubbed off on it, and in its place, a bit of the Soul Cairn filled the void. You should find no difficulty using the portal any longer. When I entered the Soul Cairn, I had intended to strike a bargain with the Ideal Masters, the custodians of this place. I requested refuge in the Soul Cairn, and in exchange, I would provide the Ideal Masters
You
the
dirty
souls
woman.
that they claim. If I had foreseen the value they placed on my own soul, I would never have come here. The Ideal Masters unleashed their keepers and sent them to destroy me. Fortunately, I was able to hold them at bay and retreat into these ruins. Unfortunately, yes. Since the Keepers weren't able to claim my soul, they had their minions construct a barrier that I'd never be able to breach. Time has very little meaning to me. Consequently, it has little meaning to the Ideal Masters as well. I suppose you could call this the ultimate waiting game, each watching the other to see which would give in.
Okay.
Careful.
I've had enough
My
of your
daughters.
blabber. So we have to go to 3 different areas. Yes, 3 different areas. Let's go this way first. Yeah. We got enemies. We got the enemies. Alright. Learn. Where are my storm thralls? Should be around here. Right there. Get on. Oh, you dead.